Okay, today I will teach you how to use Keynote, which is Apple's version of PowerPoint. So first we're going to launch Keynote out of my dock here, and it'll come up with what's called the theme chooser. One of the really cool things about anything in the iWork suite is that they tend to come with some really nice themes that you can start off with. So let's just say we'll start with Blueprint because that looks like something that we want to base our presentation off of. So it comes up, just like PowerPoint with our blank slide, and we can put a title in there, Keynote on Keynote. It's a really simple UI. It's just like anything else made by Apple. It's very user friendly. So to add a new slide, you just go up right here, click New, you get a new slide. Double click, add a new title. If you want to view your slideshow from the beginning, you press play. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Some of the more advanced things that you can do with Keynote that are maybe not quite as easy to do with PowerPoint are some of the cool transitions you can do. And those are all in your inspector, which I just opened up there. It's this little guy right over here, and it's kind of like a formatting palette, you could call it. So it'll give you everything you need from your document to your slides to building transitions, dealing with editing your text, adding graphics, files, tables, charts, hyperlinks, embedding QuickTime movies. That's all in your inspector. So your inspector is a really important tool that you need to learn. And then also up here is just also quick ways that you can access your media. So I can pull photos right out of my iPhoto, as well as movies. I don't have any there right now, or audio right out of iTunes. So it's really simple, really quick. Just drag and drop. I could go and pull out a photo out of my iPhoto. Say I was making a keynote about my landscaping business. Just drag and drop. There's a picture of a place I worked on a couple summers ago. I don't really want that one. Maybe I'll just, let's find a different one here. Just scroll through. Say I'm doing one about the Virginia ski team. Just drag my photo right over. So it's really easy to use. Same thing with audio. Say I want to add AC/DC to this slide. When I go to play it, it plays the song. So it's really simple to get media added to your Keynote. Here's, up here you can also open your color palette as well as your font palette. All really simple. If you don't want them, just close them out. You can always get them back from right up here. Really cuts down on the clutter of your workspace. So I think I'm just going to open a Keynote I've already made and show you some of the nice transitions that I really like in here. So just go to my Finder and made this for another education technology class. I made it about the Web 2.0 tool called Toon-Do. Okay, and so you can see, I'll just close up my example here. I don't want to save the changes. So I built it, brought in a bunch of screenshots, and just made a typical PowerPoint. So far it doesn't look any different, but then what really sets it apart is when I go to play it, and you can watch some of the really neat transitions that they have. Actually, I want to play it from the beginning, so I select the first slide. So you can see there my words fly in, and there's just some. I really like the drop right there. There's just some really neat transitions that you can get with Keynote that you can't with PowerPoint. Um, so there's some other neat ones. You got the page flip there, letters flying in, twist. A lot of really advanced things to enhance a presentation that you can't necessarily do with PowerPoint. I think that one right there was called Comet. I kind of like that one. It's kind of like flipping a storybook or something. So as you can see, just a lot of really neat transitions. And again, that's all controlled right here. You can see that if I click on, say, my login ID, I can see that I built it in. I used the orbital effect. The transition from this slide to the next one is under the slide inspector. I use the object push transition, left to right, how long it takes, when should it do it? Should it do it automatically? Should it do it with my click? And just really simple to use, and you can really make some really nice presentations without as much effort as you would necessarily put into a PowerPoint. And then say you're going to a place that you can't, that doesn't have Keynote, you don't have a Mac available, so you can just save it as, and then you say save copy as a PowerPoint, and it'll transfer everything over into a PowerPoint format. You lose some of the cool transitions. Most of the templates transfer. So you definitely want to open up PowerPoint after you've saved it, because if you'll look here, I will open my Finder again and find the copy I saved as a PowerPoint, because I actually see here's PPT, and this one is, so this is the PowerPoint version, this is the Keynote version. So I'll open it up with PowerPoint and show you just how it differs a little bit. And so you definitely want to do a little bit of fine-tuning before you give your presentation, because some of the transitions actually take a lot of time. See, so now look at how long it's taking to get each of those letters to come in. So Keynote's not necessarily the ideal tool if you only have PowerPoint at your disposal where you're going to be presenting. But if you have, a Mac, if you're doing it on your laptop and you've got Keynote on your MacBook, it's definitely a far superior tool to PowerPoint, just because of the simplicity of use and the really neat things you can do with it. So that is my brief explanation of Keynote.